kicker Graham Gano set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Ford Field. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Right to the air. Here's Goff. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Here's Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Again, Goff. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it. The Lions passing game in sync now. They got another 1st down. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Goff. Goes out left. It's caught by Williams. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. Goal. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Goff now to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Badgley able to punch this one through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just a field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that'll be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones looking for Shepard deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing Jones. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Fielded at about the 28. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5 all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there to lose him with 3rd and 5. Now Jones. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up as safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. James now to return. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. His throw is going to be incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. The tackle made there by Jarrad Davis. On 2nd and 7, Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Goff. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 2. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Lions now. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route. And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now. They're playing that and come up with one more shot at the marker to try to keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They send it back in the 36. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first. Sorry, Coach. We'll catch up with you after the game. We're going to skip through halftime here and headed back to the field for the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On second down, here's Barkley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite the lack of production, they still had the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's one of the bigger receivers in the game, CD, and his size that time certainly helped against double coverage.
Yeah, you're still at a little bit of a disadvantage when you're going against multiple defenders when they're trying to double you and sometimes triple you. But you're exactly right. With his build, he can minimize that disadvantage, and he more than held his own and hauled that one in right there.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go to Barkley again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that's also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
On 3rd down, Jones. And this one is incomplete. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. James now to return it. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the Giants ready to come out now. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That's caught by Galladay. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Another try for Barkley, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown run from Saquon Barkley, and the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another one on 2nd. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets them 6 points.
And at contract time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 15 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And Detroit getting set to go now. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
Yeah, frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's gone. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Smith. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. To throw is gone. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Goff now looking to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Possession switching back to the New York Giants. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. 2nd and 11 now. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 3rd and 4. This crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. Here's Jamie Gillen down as he's on to punt for New York. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.